welcome back to another Stitches and Scribbles video. Today I'm doing my April bullet journal. As always, I started with taping the edges of my pages so that I can see the start of the month from the outside. For this bullet journal, I was using the Tombow dual tip markers. I don't remember the name of the color palette, but it's the one that has like blues, greens, and purples and pink in it, kind of like galaxy-ish colors. I didn't really have a plan for this bullet journal section. I was kind of just going off of the colors and what I felt, because I don't know if there are any other teachers out there watching, but March was a stressful month. We went back to hybrid learning, there was a lot of stuff going on, there's a lot of state testing, and I was feeling very overwhelmed, so I decided to stick with some really simple themes for this bullet journal, just so that I could do it all in one sitting, because I obviously needed my calendar to plan things, but I was not ready to spend a huge amount of time on it. So I started with kind of a crystal theme for the title page. It ended up kind of looking like a crystal ball with that circle. And as I've done for this whole bullet journal, I added a quote to the other side. Kind of gives you a clue of how this month was going, but it says just say yikes and move on. Definitely one of my mantras for this month. I started off using both sides of the Tombow markers, but you'll see on the next page I quickly realized that the brush part bleeds through the page really badly. So after that I only used the thin side, because I didn't want any more bleeding going through the pages. So I am still eternally on a hunt for markers that won't bleed through my bullet journal page. I kept my layouts pretty simple for this one, kind of just did simple lines, very minimalist this month. Like I said, I was looking for something that I could complete quickly. And as always, for each day, I make sure to write the number of the date as well as the day of the week. And my 4 extra sections are for notes, prayer, gratitude, and my daily journal. This holographic tape was super cool, and I thought it would be really easy to work with, but because it's not a washi tape, it's like a regular tape instead of the paper material, it was really hard to position it. Looked cool in the end, was definitely crooked. I would probably do much smaller sections of it if I used it again in the future, but it worked out okay. You can also see that I forgot to leave space at the bottom for my journal, so I just sectioned off a little piece of each day for the journal for that page. Mixing it up a little bit with some funkier lines. And trying another holographic tape. This one had some little sloths on it. This one was a lot easier to lay in position, but I also didn't try to do it across the center seam, which made it a lot easier. I did some boxes for each day on this one, and ended with a quote, "Take time to slow down," to go with the sloths. I kept my tracker page pretty simple too, with just boxes and all of my different colors. I am still going to use these markers for my mood tracker. I'm just going to only use the thin ends, or make sure that I leave the page after my tracker page completely blank. But I always have 9 mood colors, and there were 9 colors in this pen collection, so it worked out really nicely. I do still think I'll use these markers for other things in the future, because they are really good quality markers. They just don't work on the bullet journal pages. And for my mood tracker, I just did some simple circles to kind of tie it back into that big circle that I had on the title page for April. And that is it. Here's the final flip through. I actually really like how the cover pages turned out. I wasn't expecting to like them so much. But this kind of shows that you can just do really simple bullet journal spreads. They don't have to be fancy or intricate. And it still looks cool, and you can still customize the sizes for what you need. I hope that you enjoyed this video and drawing with me, and I will see you in my next video or tutorial. Bye everyone!